what you call lead-in lines. So, for this one, kailangan malaman ano ba yung kausap ko. And how do you feel?
Wait muna, ang init. Hello mga kaboses! This is the voice that's just sunshinier, Nero. Kumusta kayo? Today, we are going to go ahead and have just a short recap of what we learned for week number 3. So I think that the morning was the most important one because we learned a lot. We had a lecture. The afternoon was actually filled with testimonials from Mom Shicha and from Miss Maha. Everyone has their own story and it was actually really nice to learn about how they got into CVAP and what they're doing right now. So it was fun, but of course I really liked the morning part. The AM part was what I was waiting for. So as you guys all know, I'm a teacher and I've been teaching here in Vietnam for 6-7 years, but I was also a teacher straight after graduation in the Philippines for Korean students. And then so my voice was really challenged. If you met me in the past, I worked for a certain company and there was always a language barrier and I was a new teacher, so I was very frustrated, you know, when it comes to classroom management. I really didn't learn about that in depth. So in my early years of teaching, I would usually shout and I would misuse my voice, and there was even a time that for the whole year, paos ako. Like, nakaka-frustrate palagi akong umiyak kasi hindi ako makakanta, hindi na siya kagaya ng before. So, na-frustrate yung inner theater, musical theater girl dito. So, that's it. And now, I moved to a new company and it's much more manageable for me, and I've been slowly regaining my voice. So the CVAP lesson that we had was very important for me because although I kind of knew it already, but it helped reinforce that this is what you want and this is what you have to do, right? So if you want to be a voice artist, you can't do these other stuff anymore. You can't just shout at your kids or like just plain shout and misuse your voice. Project, ika nga. So yeah, although we actually talked about dubbing, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through it quickly. So like first, for you to know your voice, you just simply have to record yourself and you have to make sure that you know how you sound, no? That's very important. And there were other tips like using tongue twisters, which is part of the assignment. And then we should read sample scripts and try to use facial expressions and gestures with a move, like MOVE. Movement orchestrates vocal expression. And I actually totally agree with that because, you know, when you're shouting and you're just really stiff, it doesn't really make sense. Then ayun. Honestly, what I really was very excited about was all about voice care tips. Oh, diba? So, as voice artists, we're not normal people. I mean, we are. Pero may topak tayo slide, diba? But I mean, like, I'm gonna go ahead and focus this vlog on the voice care tips that we've learned in the third week, because that's what I really liked during that, you know, session. So, dahil we use our voice to make a living, but not just normal speaking, but we use it for characters and we use it a lot, right? We shouldn't be drinking 8 glasses of water. We should be drinking double. So they said that we should drink 16. O, diba? 16. Kaya mo yarn? Di ko nga kaya yung 8 glasses of water. Ano lang yung sa akin. Minsan nakakalimutan ko pa kasi is the coffee is real. Dito is the juice, ganon. Is the tea. Pero the water is very questionable. But yes, drink plenty of water. 16 glasses. Wait muna. Break. Ang init, promise. Wait. Okay, next. The other voice care tip is to avoid food and drinks that are harmful for the voice. So that includes caffeine, sweets, dairy, cold food and drinks, spicy because it's gonna cause, acid reflux, alcoholic beverages, tongue twister, beverages, and lozenges. Lozenges are great for soothing your throat but it's not good in terms of trying to see what's wrong with your voice because it actually masks the pain. And then next is voice rest. Voice rest. If our bodies need time to recharge, so does our voice. Diba? I learned that for every hour of voice work, have a voice rest of 15 minutes. 30, go. Then we also learned about making sure that we have the proper posture, proper breathing. So when breathing is shallow, our voice doesn't have enough power and it strains our vocal folds. May video na pinakita sa amin kung anong itsura ng vocal folds. Ayun, na-tense talaga ako because nag-ask ako ng question regarding yung napaos ako for a year tapos hindi na ako makakanta. Iba na talaga, na wear and tear talaga siya. I mean like that. Tapos sinabi nila sa akin na kailangan kong magpa-doktor, ganon. It's very, very, Tapos, sabi pa na baka may vocal cyst daw ako. Wag naman po, sana, wait na lang po tayo sa doctor. Hindi tayo magtakot-takot ng ganon. Okay. Then, another tip was don't shout or whisper. Both the ends of the spectrum are very dangerous for your vocal folds, vocal cords. Always warm up. Try as much as possible to gargle salt water. I actually can vouch for that because whenever I have a cold coming up, it really is gone when I gargle salt water. And then avoid pollutants. Philippines, Vietnam, Consult a doctor for a persistent cough, sore throat, or other reasons. And use the aid, this is the next step for me. Use the aid of a steam inhaler or neti pot for clogged nose. Pili tayo, mga mamshi. Go. Kasi, I think it's gonna be really helpful and really soothing, I have to find what she used. Sorry. Eto, minsan talaga, minsan ang hirap maging creative, ang hirap maging artist, and most of the time you really can't find any other creative way to express what you really want to express. Like usually writers have this writer's block and all the others just get drained. So then we learned about fueling your creativity. So the first thing was about remembering why you started. Bakit ba? Why did you start in the first place? Why did you start being a writer or a theater enthusiast or a voice artist or a graphic designer? Why? Why did you start? And being able to understand why you started helps you trace back your roots and actually helps bring you out from that dead zone that you're going through right now. And then we have make passion projects, collaborate with others, rest and recharge. charge. I totally agree with that. And remind yourself of who you are. Ayan! Bongga! So, the morning session was actually very insightful. And honestly, I really wanted more when it comes to like learning. I really want interaction and learning and I really want to be better, right? So I'm very excited and I'm looking forward to the feedback session that we're going to have with the mentors and everyone else, because I mean, I know that I'm not perfect. I know, but my boss ganun. Oh yes, I am very imperfect. And the reason that I joined CVAP was to make sure that I would grow, right? And 4 weeks is not enough. So yes, please, malmalin mo ang aking brain cells. I really want to learn. Ayun! Assignment na kasi... Sorry. Tongue twister time. Goodbye! Let's go. Nagprito ng 77 puto ang pumipitong puting pato. Nagprito ng Nagprito ng 77 puto ang pumipitong puting pato. Nagprito ng 77 puto ang pumipitong puting pato. Nagprito ng 77 puto ang pumipitong puting pato.